So we might run a minute long, but Greg, here's a more KaiNexus specific question from Julia. For a large organization, how does the system work to give access to each employee, and is it possible to link KaiNexus with other systems? I'll let you address that.
So the first question, I'll tongue-in-cheek answer, it works really, really well. No, in earnest, I think that you can divide the kind of work your organization is going to need to do to develop a culture of continuous improvement in a couple buckets, okay? Bucket number one, daily continuous improvement that's coming from frontline. I refer to it as bottom-up improvement, right? Bucket number two, top-down, what people refer to as project-based, larger change, multidisciplinary, whether that takes the form of lean projects, Kaizen events, value stream maps. You now have alignment work that needs to kind of make sure that your top-down and your bottom-up work are working synergistically together. You're moving in the same direction. You're going to need your data. And then finally, we find it really, really important to be coaching / training your staff with problem-solving skills. So whether you're tracking your certifications or whether you're tracking your classes in KaiNexus as well. So depending on what problem you're trying to solve, and every organization might be working at a different part of that equation, will determine whether or not you need to give all or some of your employees access. If you're trying to do frontline daily improvement, which to me is the holy grail of developing a culture of continuous improvement, then it is best to give everyone access to KaiNexus. There's no reason to ask someone to go play football but say, well, you can only look at the football. You can't actually touch the football.
Right.
And if you're really focusing on training classes, well, then the people that you're training to do A3s or whatnot, give those people access to KaiNexus, because giving people access to KaiNexus without the right resources behind it, without an understanding of what are we trying to do in the system, is also another route for failure. So we have organizations that are doing all of those, and we're happy to kind of help figure out what problem is your organization trying to solve, where are you trying to get to, where are you at in your journey, and then figuring out kind of the right level of access and who needs to be on the system and who doesn't need to be on the system.
Yeah. And Julie, if you'd like to follow up, we encourage you to reach out to KaiNexus, or you can contact Greg at KaiNexus.com. Greg would be happy, I'm sure, to talk with you more or refer you to somebody on our growing team at KaiNexus. So that's been great, great to see. I've been involved with KaiNexus now for 6 years. It was about 6 years and 2 weeks ago that I became part of the KaiNexus team. So it's really been great to see the progress, and more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. We excitingly just added 2 new people to the team. It's really exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun to get all of our team together, engaging with our customers at our user conference. So I will put a plug in for that. It's a great time if you're a KaiNexus customer. We do sometimes have some prospective customers there too, but the vast majority of people that are there are KaiNexus customers. Are sharing their knowledge, or sharing how they're using KaiNexus. They're figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and it's like complete energy for us at the team to get to see everybody. So, I'm sorry?
It's very invigorating to be around our customers, and so you can learn more about that. Just do a Google search for KaiNexus User Conference. Would be a great way to learn about that. So we are out of time. We are going to do episode 14 probably in a month or two. We'll send out info about that. We will start off next time. We had a question from Mech about how to bring back an engaged atmosphere once you've made progress, but then that culture is maybe sort of faded or trailed off a bit. So that'll be a great question to start with next time. I will encourage you, please go ahead and submit more questions for future episodes, and we look forward to doing more of these. So on behalf of Greg Jacobson and the team here at KaiNexus, I'm Mark Graban. Thanks for joining us. Greg, do you have any final thought to end with here?
There's no better day than today to spread continuous improvement, so best of luck, everyone.